Get ready for some NBA action. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony alongside, I'm Kevin Harlan at the table. And from the sidelines, it's our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Well, thank you very much. Now, the NBA has accepted that this is an era of player movement. Commissioner Adam Silver says the data shows that superstars moving isn't necessarily a bad thing because it allows situations to change. Teams that may not be in a competitive position hope that they can sign one of those players. And as we know, Kevin, hope springs eternal.
It always does. It keeps the fans involved and looking for more. David, thanks. A look at Cleveland's starting group. We've got Shaw. Reynolds is out there at Pope, and it's Holmes in at the small forward. And for Anaheim, Smith is out there with Jackson. Then it's O'Neal, and it's Haynes in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. A lot of focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
So Anaheim will get the first possession. Now here's Jackson. He's tightly guarded. O'Neal kicks to Smith. The pass to Jackson. Shot clock at 5. He had a nice open look right there.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
And so here's Cleveland with Anaheim's three-pointer on the other end. Three-pointer. Hope with the rebound. Here is Shaw, guarded by O'Neal. And he stops him. What a pass to set him up.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Here's Anaheim. Jackson passes to Haynes. Back to Jackson. Banked in off the glass.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. For Anaheim, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Fires the 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Jackson's got 5 points so far.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
That shot, no good. Anaheim goes the other way with it.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Well, they weren't fighting through screens. Their closeouts and rotations were late. You name it, and let's just say they didn't do it on defense.
And so it's Cleveland with it. After the basket by Anaheim on the other end. It's deflected, and they get it back.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you got to love that anyway. And the defense not making things easy for them.
And another miss by Cleveland. Pass to O'Neal. Shoots over Holmes. And he gets it back. Some nice ball movement by Anaheim. Smith surveying the D. Over to the wing. There's O'Neal with the 3. And Reynolds pulls it down. Cleveland trails by 5. Pass to Holmes. Covered by Smith. Lays it up and banks it in. 7 points in the game.
I like everything he's doing so far offensively, finding his spots, making strong selections.
O'Neal kicks to Jackson. The pass to Haynes. Shot clock at 6. Now here is Smith. Not a lot of room. Goes up again. No good at the rim.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
There's the three. Anaheim grabs the miss. This game against Cleveland is the first time they've met this season.
Yeah, a pair of losses for them in their meetings last season. And the cold, hard truth about it, they just had a hard time beating anybody last year.
Here is Shaw. Coming in off a 10-point game his last outing. For the three. Bangs home the trifecta. And that ties it up.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Baylor, he's checked in for Anaheim. ABC comes in for O'Neal. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Anaheim. So timeout called here, the first for Anaheim. And while it's still very early in the season, the top teams, Greg, have already started to distinguish themselves across the NBA.
Getting off to a hot start, always a good sign. But don't sleep on the teams that are still getting locked in. A lot can change in the coming months.
Here's Meyer. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Nice execution on the inbound. Just how you want to draw it up.
Here is Shaw, guarded by Jackson. Tries again. Shaw passes to Atkins. Here is Shaw. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Now Jackson. Smith kicks to Jackson. Score the basket. His fourth. He's only missed one of his 5 shots tonight.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Pass to Pope. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Personal foul.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. That free throw good from Pope. So both teams making some changes here. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Passes it to Pearson. Here's Raja. Jacks up a 3. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Here's Holmes, and Holmes throws it down.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
For Anaheim, they've gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Pass to Raja. Poke loose. Holmes with the steal.
2 minutes remaining.
Jumps up.
First. 2 minutes.
And Holmes throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Here's Raja. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. To the paint, here's Atkins, and he jams it with authority.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Now, here's Richardson. We saw him with 10 points last game. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
There wasn't a lot of resistance there at that rim. He just tricked off a little bunny.
Here's Pope. Richardson covering. And it's good for 2. And now it's an 8-point Cleveland lead.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Timeout called, Anaheim.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
I'm sure Coach is going to give them an earful about that. He can't be happy with that soft interior D.
And the pass to Raja.
Cleveland foul. Holds. First personal foul. Second team foul.
55 seconds left in the first quarter. Right side Baylor. 6 to shoot. Here's Pearson.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
Here's Pope. And that one drops for him. Pope's got 6.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pearson guarded by Holmes. Baylor passes to Richardson. Swiped away. Here's Pope. Richardson covering. It's Holmes, high post. Top of the key jumper, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on
That's the end of the first
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit
14.
lead.
Cleveland
ahead,
24.
leading by 10. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment.
Get loud for your Anaheim Dancer.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, well, what's your take?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
They've got O'Neal. Smith is out there with Jackson. And it's Haynes in at the center, locking down the middle.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And for Cleveland, we've got Reynolds, and it's Shaw in at the point. Off target from three-point range. Anaheim trails by 13. Teardrop shot. O'Neal misses. Covered by Smith. Pass to Henderson. The tray. No good on that one. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Anaheim. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Here's Haynes. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Yeah, and that one, they just locked it down defensively. Challenged shots and really protected the rim.
They were very disciplined on that end of the floor, staying attached to shooters and disrupting plays with their active hands.
Now, here's Holmes. Clock at 6. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
And to put things simply, this has not been his goal.
Jackson, that's a two-pointer. Here's Haynes. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Cleveland. That free throw, no good. I've heard it said, Greg, a coach can't give you confidence, but they can take it away. What's the meaning behind that?
Well, players at this level are naturally confident, but when coaches are always critical, it can take you out of your game. Makes you just start to think a little too much on the floor.
For Cleveland, they have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
And a season ago at the charity stripe, this is a group that shot an impressive 81%.
And Cleveland making a change here. Holmes checked in. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Smith. 8 points his last outing. Outside Jackson. High post try. And that one goes long.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Here is Shaw. Guarded by Jackson. The putback. It's good on the putback. And Cleveland leads by 17.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Now here is Smith. He's still scoreless so far in this one. They get a hand on it. Holmes with the steal. To the middle. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Guarded by Jackson. 6 to shoot. Got a piece of it, and he's able to get it back. Got a piece of it, and that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Anaheim trails by 17. Smith kicks to Jackson. Shot to stop the run. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland.
Get loud for your Anaheim.
Cleveland leading by 14. Here is Shaw. Takes the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. 16 points for him.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Jackson passes to O'Neal. Unloads. And it's Smith missing. Well, Cleveland shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Here's Shaw. And the rejection by Jackson. Baylor, he's checked in for Anaheim. And Cleveland making a change here. On defense, Anaheim, 17-point game. Out to the right wing. Shaw passes to Holmes. 5 to shoot. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Releases. That one, no good.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Anaheim shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. That free throw, no good. Richard, 2004 was the last time that the NBA expanded. Now, some say Seattle and maybe Las Vegas could before long have teams of their own. What do you think?
Oh, please give me Seattle back. Please give me Vegas back. Do you know what I would give to have those 2 cities back in our league and to have to travel to them? Look, but you must have deep pockets. Let's be honest with yourself. The franchises now are selling for over $3 billion. You got to think that the expansion fee will at least be that much per team.
And the basket by Jackson.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
And now, let's take one more look at that great Mobile One drive.
And when you're trailing like this, just focus on one possession at a time. Keep hitting singles.
Here's Pope. Rebound by Smith. Anaheim trails by 14. Jackson has the open look. Here's Meyer. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Here is Shaw. Richardson covering.
Come get it.
To the left side wing. Here's Shaw. Passes it to Holmes. Here's Pope. Lets the 3 fly. Doesn't go that time. Anaheim goes the other way with it.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Yeah, easy call.
Anaheim shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
Reynolds is jacked in for Cleveland.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going. A way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And Cleveland making a change here.
Cleveland, 0 holds.
Here's Raja. Richardson attacking. Here's Baylor. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Personal foul for
This is his first free throw of the game.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
And so it's Cleveland with it. They're leading by 8.
Remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Here is Shaw. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Richardson right side. Got a hand on it. Now Cleveland moving it up. On up the court.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Pass to Pearson. Back to Richardson. Here's Raja. And Reynolds pulls it down. Reynolds has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Cleveland moving the ball around. Here's Pope. Misses the 3. Anaheim trails by 10. Here's Baylor. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second personal foul.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
At the line for Anaheim.
And the first one drops.
At the line for 2.
And so Baylor nails both of them. Cleveland leading by 8. Here's Shaw. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
Cleveland shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. And the first one at the line is good.
I don't even think he had 1 free throw before halftime, but he's making up for it here in the second.
He hits 1 and misses 1 each at the line. And here's Richardson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. 41 seconds left now here in the second. Shot clock at 6. Meyer passes to Pearson. And another miss by Anaheim. Well, Cleveland shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. There's the pass to Pope. To the wing on the left. Here is Shaw. Holmes with it. 6 points for him. Here's Pope. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. To the inside. Here's Meyer. Bucket is good. He has 6.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
And so it's Cleveland. Bring the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Looking good at this point, but wanting more.
37.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Deron Lou. Deron, what problems are you seeing out there?
Just be able to make shots. We just got to relax. We just got to keep playing.
Thanks for your time, Deron. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
folks.
Hey, let's get this party started. Okay. And guys, for Cleveland, Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
Their efforts in the paint have really paid dividends. It's been a focal point for them, not so much for the other team. That's been the difference in the game.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about this home team?
Hey, Ernie, it's not hard to see while they're down. They're not even shooting 35% from the field. They've got to come up with some new wrinkles. If they could create better shots, then they have a better chance.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Cleveland leading by 7. They've got Smith. He's out there with Jackson. And it's Haynes in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Here is Shaw. To the right side. Clock at 4. Launches a 3. Anaheim grabs the miss. Now, here is O'Neal. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
And it's Anaheim with the ball. The dish to Jackson. No good with the triple.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, here's Holmes. 6 points for him. Pass to Shaw. Here's Pope. And they get it back. Yes, that goes in. Reynolds has got the first points to start out the third quarter for Cleveland.
He's got a knack for those putbacks, so you have to be aware of that defensively. Get a body on him.
Back to Jackson. Pulls from the top of the key. A shot off that time. Cleveland leading by 9. Here's Shaw. Takes it inside.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
Smith finds Jackson. Now O'Neal fires for 3. Shaw with the rebound.
That's not how you want to come out of the break. 3 straight misses. They need to settle in quick.
The shot, no good. For Anaheim, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Knocked away. Holmes with the steal. Pass to Shaw. And he makes good on the layup. Shaw's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
Still going hard, and that kind of energy and effort is how they built this lead. Ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
From the arc, sinks the three-pointer. He's got 21.
And there isn't a lot that they're doing well right now defensively. They just seem to be disconnected defensively in the second.
Will it go? And O'Neal gets it to go.
Just an outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Shaw passes to Pope. Another 3 for Cleveland.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Smith outside. Back to Jackson. Some nice ball movement by Anaheim. Here's O'Neal. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Holmes got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Shaw passes to Reynolds. The shot will not fall. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for Anaheim. Trailing by 17. And it goes out of bounds. That went off home.
Now
and Cleveland making a change here. Henderson's checked in. Here's Buska. That shot, no good. So Cleveland will take it the other way. Here is Shaw. 7 points in the game. Pass to Holmes. A 3-ball. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Anaheim trails by 20. Timeout called, Anaheim.
And he hasn't gotten anything to go. You can see the frustration mounting as a result. His team, not in great shape either.
And it's Anaheim with the ball. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Cleveland leading by 18. Here is Shaw. To the wing right side for 3. Hits it from three-point range. 24 points for him.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here is Shaw. Out to the right wing. Holmes wide open. He fires. Second chance shot. Here's Pope. Over to the wing. Holmes, he's open. No good with the wing jumper.
Now, I understand that that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
First personal foul, first team foul.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Cleveland.
Taking 2 shots.
That's good from Richardson. ABC's checked in for Smith. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And so here's Cleveland. Here is Shaw. 7 points in the game. Out to the right wing. Three-pointer. Connects from three-point range.
For 3.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Richardson the pass to Meyer. And there's the pass to Raja. Ball's knocked loose.
2 minutes remaining.
Henderson with it.
2 minutes.
And it's Richardson picking him up. Here is Shaw. Pass to Holmes from past the arc. And another 3 for Cleveland.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
For Anaheim, they've gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Pearson. They get it back. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Here is Shaw. Richardson cover. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Personal foul.
And offensively, they seem to have turned a corner.
For Cleveland, they have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7. .125 left in the third quarter of the game. Passes it to Pearson. Back to Richardson. Out left to the wing. From deep. Rebounded by Holmes. Holmes got 6 rebounds in the game. .59 seconds left in the third. 6 on the shot clock. Right wing. Takes a 3. Another three for Cleveland.
3 points.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Pass to Raja. Some nice ball movement by Anaheim. The pass to Meyer. Kicks to Richardson. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Shaw. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Third personal foul. Second team
For
foul.
Cleveland, they have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
Taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time. Now here's Richardson, guarded closely. Passes it to Meyer. And nothing is falling for him right now. Here's Shaw. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Cleveland rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. Back to the action in... And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
We talk a lot about playing for one another. Right there with the pass, he's demonstrated what it means to do exactly this.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On the court for Cleveland, they've got Lucas. And it's Holmes in at the 3 spot. Down low. And the rejection by Holmes.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 32.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
Cameron, the pass to Richardson. Pearson, guarded by Holmes. Back to Richardson. 6 to shoot. Pass to Pearson. He tries for 3, and he's good on the 3 ball.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Pass to Henderson. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And that's only his first turnover of the game. And considering how far we are into the game, you can live with that.
Anaheim making a switch here. O'Neal's checked in. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Here's Olsen, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Now Lucas. It's Henderson on the wing. That 3 off the mark.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And for coaches' challenges, the refs review their own calls. It's a little like grading your own test. Maybe, Greg, give that job to the review center.
You definitely risk a confirmation bias, and everyone wants to be right. It does seem like some calls stand that probably could be reversed.
Rebounded by Holmes. Well, Cleveland shooting in this game, 45%. The pass to Pope. Fires from deep. Good on the triple.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
For Anaheim, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Jackson from long range. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Smith's got his 5th assist in this one. Cleveland with the ball. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. It's Henderson on the wing. It's stolen by Smith. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Second personal foul, second team foul. Shooting for Anaheim, Smith at the line for 2.
That one is off. And he sinks the second.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Here is Shaw, guarded by Jackson. Fires the 3. Anaheim grabs the miss. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Smith. Good. Nice job down low.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
But this is a game again, and the other side has to be feeling a little bit nervous with how quickly that lead vaporized.
Passes to Shaw. Cleveland moving it around. Just 5 on the clock. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. One of the biggest changes in the NBA since I started broadcasting back in the early 80s, player movement, Richard. Guys switching teams all the time. Is that a good thing or a bad thing for the NBA?
I think for players, it's great because you have more mobility. You have a chance to change your environment and revitalize you. For the fans, I understand. Probably not so much because really they connect to these players, especially when you draft them or they're a part of an epic year or a championship. You just hate to see those players go. So there's 2 sides to it.
And I bet as a player, knowing you as I do, you probably enjoy the challenge of trying to reassert yourself, find out where you could best help your new team.
Yes, and you enjoy your new role. I've been in roles where I was expected to be a leading scorer. I've also been in a role where I was expected to mentor Kawhi Leonard, Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, Draymond Green, Harrison Barnes. All those guys were drafted at my time in Golden State.
Pope's shot is good.
Now this is more like it. 9 points for him from 3-point range this half. That's 9 more than he had in the first.
Poked away. Jackson kicks to Smith. Makes it off the glass.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Cleveland leading by 19 points. Here is Shaw. Shoots the 3. Another 3 for Cleveland.
And until he cools off, I'd keep the ball in his hands.
Jackson passes to O'Neal. Smith outside. And the rejection by Holmes.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
They get it back. Pass to Pope. A second chance effort. Kept alive. Reynolds. And finally they hit one.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
And you can see them just deflate after giving up that score. And they know that they can't dig themselves out of this hole if they're allowing second chance points.
Timeout called, Anaheim. As you go back and look at the last few seasons, RJ, it seems like team success has largely been predicated on health. Do you feel like that has always been the case?
I don't remember there being as many injuries early in my career, even with guys that were playing all 82 games. But you're right. Recently, we've seen a lot of key injuries. And look, this is my theory. Before, players used to get away from the game a little bit, take a couple of months off. Now players are staying in shape 24/7, like they never take a break. And I think that's why we might be seeing players break down a little bit more.
Yes or no answer. Too many games at 82 in the regular season should be less than that.
Don't you ever ask me that question. Give me 82. I'd rather you bump it to 83 just to remove all doubt.
Personal foul, first team foul. Shooting for
And he knocks down the first one. ABC's checked in for Anaheim. And so he makes both from the line. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Anaheim. Smith, the pass to Jackson. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Holmes can't get it to go in. For Anaheim, they've gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Inside, here's Popovich, takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely.
It's harder to thread those passes inside, but the reward is evident.
Pass to Pope. Now, here's Holmes. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
Smith, the pass to Cameron. Here's Raja, guarded by Holmes. To the paint, here's Cameron. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Cleveland.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year. And he makes the first. Good on both. And for Anaheim, they're shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Here's Raja, guarded by Holmes. Here's Olsen. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
It's a shame, really. If they've been playing like this last quarter, they might be in a different situation right now.
Here's Shaw. Lays it up off the glass.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Cameron, the pass to Raja.
Cleveland foul. Holds. 3rd personal foul. 3rd team foul. Substitution on the court.
On defense, Cleveland. Goes back up. That shot off the mark. White with the defensive effort. Here is Shaw. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.